So hello everyone, welcome to everyone. I have just turned on the recording, so the event is started now for tonight. Welcome everyone to my 7-day kickstart. This is a brand new event for me. This is something that I've been, working on in mind for some time, a couple of years now. It's been a lifetime of work, and here's, I'm finally making some final decisions and taking some new action. It's a time for new action. And tonight, I want to do a little presentation, and I'm going to record that. And that's why I'm going to ask that everyone stay muted during the event. And I'll have questions after the event. Feel free to ask any questions after. I hope to inspire tonight. I hope to share some new ideas tonight. I'm not trying to tell anyone that they need to see things my way. You don't need to see things my way. It's not about my way or the highway. I'm just sharing some new ideas tonight, some new ideas that I learned over the last decade, and I'm going to talk about that tonight. So I didn't learn or get these ideas in an instant. They came over time. So I don't expect that you're going to embrace all of my ideas tonight. That's not the point of this. Hopefully the point tonight is to just, if I can, give you a different perspective of an idea or two, any idea, one or two or three or five or seven or 10 different ideas that I'm going to maybe pass by you tonight. If any of them inspire you, this is what I want you to take action on. Anything that inspires you. Don't worry about it if it doesn't seem like it's right for you. Something that I've said tonight, don't feel like you have to agree. You probably won't agree with everything that your mother or your father or your brother or your sister or your best friend says. You probably won't find another human that you agree with everything. That, these things are just ideas, just to contemplate an alternative point of view. It's just a different way of looking at things. And this is how something different happens in our life, is we start to think and focus on different things. We start to take different actions, different ideas, create a different reality for ourselves. So that's how it happens, through different ideas. So just contemplating different ideas is enough to create change. So it's not really that you have to embrace what I'm saying, but just hopefully you can just take a look at what I'm saying tonight. And if anything inspires you, brings you into your spirit, then I want you to, follow that, follow your bliss, follow the things that inspire you, that bring you into your spirit. I want to say that you're a spirit having a physical experience. And I want to do anything that gets you back into your best energy or your higher self or your spirit energy. That's where I want to help you get to. And if you're following that energy, then I want to encourage you to do that, because I want to say that that's going the right way, following your highest energy or your bliss. So I'm introducing tonight my 7-day kickstart. I'm talking about changing your life. I talk about health. I talk about wealth. I talk about relationships. Sometimes I talk about healing. But what does that mean? For me, healing means weight loss. For me, healing means fitness, going in a new direction. For me, healing is just a change that's going in the way that we want. So if you want to lose weight, if you want to heal pain, if you're talking about weight loss, if you're talking about healing pain, I'll be talking about weight loss. I'll be talking about healing pain. I'll be talking about motivation. I'll be talking about exercise. I'll be talking about fitness. Anything that pulls you into that spirit, anything that inspires you, follow it. right? We're talking, I may say healing, I may use that word healing, but what I'm talking about there is losing weight. I say, I want to change your perspective about weight tonight, from calories, from stored calories, to toxicity. And reducing toxicity in the body is making you healthier, and it'll make you get leaner, and it'll make you get more energetic and more enthusiastic and more motivated. So, I'll say healing, but it's the same thing for me as weight loss, losing body fat, increasing energy, increasing motivation, increasing inspiration. All of these things are the same thing: getting healthier, getting more energized, stepping into my highest self, my best energy for the day. I want to empower you to recognize that you have the power to do this for yourself. Take charge of your health. So let's begin tonight with just some intention settings and a little bit of visualization. And I just want to begin with just, if we could, with just some conscious breathing together, just 10 or 20 breaths together, just bringing us together, just in silence for just a couple of seconds, just breathing deeply. I want to tell you that balancing the body is very much linked to breath. Nice, deep, full breaths, just balancing yourself with some nice, deep, full breaths, setting intentions for tonight. I want to share some health. I want to share some information about gaining wealth. I want to share some information about fixing, healing your relationships. I want to help you to change your relationship with yourself, more self-esteem, more self-worth, more self-value, more self-belief. These are my intentions for tonight. I want to help you rise. I want you to come into your best. This is my vision for tonight. I want to create a hopeful vision inside of your mind tonight. I want to bring you into your hopeful vision. This is your inspiration, or your feminine, your feelings, into your heart center. I want to get you into your emotional body, or your spirit body, or your energy body. Deep balancing breaths do this. I want to share some information. I want to share some ideas, and then I want to answer any questions that you have tonight. So just explain quickly who I am. I've been in fitness my entire life. I've been a teacher my entire life. My mother was a teacher. I used to teach physical education from grade 4 to grade 8. I did that for a few years. I've taught anatomy. I've taught nutrition at massage therapy schools. I've been a teacher my whole life. I was in the Mr. Universe competition. I've been a trainer, a coach, helping people lose weight, get fit, get healthy for over 30 years. My wife is a trainer and a coach as well, too. We do this together. We have a private studio in our home. We help people in person for private training, and we help people online. So you can see our studio is visible here. You can tune into our studio from wherever you are in the world. And we like to share I like to share a holistic approach to weight loss and pain management and motivation and inspiration and changing your life. A natural health approach. What I learned over the last 10 years it's naturopathy. And that's what I want to kind of introduce you tonight, is to this something new, naturopathy. I learned from, being in the Mr. Universe and being a competitive bodybuilder and a lifetime of coaching and being a parent, having 3 children and being married for 20 years, that I got a wrong idea about exercise from, international level bodybuilding. I kind of got this idea that exercise was about ripping myself apart. Exercise was about breaking myself down. Exercise was about specific body parts on certain days, split body part. I had a certain idea. I had to rip myself apart, and then I had to eat copious amounts of protein. This is how I thought about health. This is how I thought about food. This is what I thought made me good. I had to be bigger. I had this self-esteem problem. I needed to be bigger to be good. I started working out when I was 13 because someone picked on me and I thought I wasn't good enough. So I kind of got this wrong idea in my mind. I wasn't good enough. This was the negative thought, the bad story that I was playing to myself. Over the last 10 years, I've recognized the negative story that I was playing to myself, and I've changed my story. I've rewritten my story. So 10 years ago, I'm turning 50 in August. 10 years ago, I was turning 40. My life was really falling apart. I've been in fitness for a lifetime, and I was my career was faltering. My relationships were faltering, and sometimes we have to go through a trouble before we recognize we don't want to lose something, or sometimes we have to almost lose something, or sometimes we have to lose something before we see the value of it. I lost my health, I lost my wealth, I was losing my relationships. I needed to recommit myself. I needed to take charge of my health, my wealth, and my relationships. I needed to take charge of myself. I needed to change my direction. And I don't want to say that, I just made that decision when I was 40 and I never had to make that decision again. I want to say that you got to make that decision again every day. You got to recommit yourself every single day to your goals, to your dream, to your vision. I was stuck in worrying about my relationships, worrying about my children, worrying about money, worrying about my calories and my protein and my workouts and making sure I was getting everything done. I was worrying about myself and my life. I wasn't loving myself in my life. I had to learn how to love myself in my life. I had to learn how to believe in myself in my life. Health is a humbling experience. I want to say after 10 years of, finding my way back to health, from losing my health and restoring my health, from 10 years of this experience, that I've been humbled by the experience, that I've recognized that, I was creating the problems in my life. I learned how I was creating the problems in my life, how I was the root of the problem. So I took responsibility for my life. I started to look at myself and my life, and I wanted to make things a little different. I wanted to think and speak a little bit different. I got away from the bodybuilding ideas. I got away from the obsessive nutrition. I changed the way I thought about myself. I didn't need to be this big, huge guy anymore. I didn't need to rip my body apart anymore. I didn't need to eat this copious amounts of food. I had some food addictions. I had some obvious exercise addictions. I had some self-esteem problems. All of these problems, it was a negative self-thought, a negative belief about myself that was creating disease, sickness and disease in my body and life. I had to change my mind. And over the last 10 years, as I've changed my mind, I've been studying and practicing and learning and reading and talking to people and growing and applying the science, natural science, naturopathy in my own life. And I started to look into some things. I started to look into, what is the body's authentic nutrition? What is authentic nutrition? What am I really supposed to be eating? How did I go wrong with my food? What am I really supposed to be eating? What's the body really supposed to eat? How is the body really supposed to move? Am I supposed to rip myself apart in the gym? I don't think so. Especially if you're reaching the middle ages, if you're over 40, if you're over 50. It's not about ripping yourself apart anymore. You got enough stress in your body and life, enough physical and mental stress in your body and life, that you don't need to now go and, rip yourself apart in the gym. The gym needs to be about something functional for you, something that makes you better. It's not about killing yourself at all. So now that I'm, 50, I'm middle-aged for sure. I don't think there's any way to slice it. And so I talk about middle-age health. I tell people like, if you're over 40, if you're over 35, that you have to see that it might be time for some new ideas. It might be time for something different. You see, beyond 35, all of the hormones for health, they decrease. Every single hormone from health marker goes down after 35. As soon as you start to hit 40, as soon as you start to hit 50, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, growth hormone, DHEA, melatonin, every marker for health is going to go down. Adrenaline, everything, your energy is going to go down. If you don't make some sort of change at this point, you're going to start to lose your health. You can't process all the same food that you used to. You can't do it anymore. Your body can't do it anymore. So I'm going to have to take some sort of different approach beyond 35, 40. As soon as you start to lose your health, as soon as you start to gain weight, as soon as you start to see aches and pains, it's starting to get critical for you. Whenever that happens, it's likely going to happen beyond 40 or 50 or 60. It's going to happen for sure, but it could happen earlier. If you're showing signs, telltale signs, loss of motivation, headaches, digestive problems, sleep problems, I had them all. I was medicated by the doctors for insomnia for 5 years. I was taking ibuprofen for pain. I was having digestive problems. I was having candida. I was having yeast. I had chronic athlete's foot. I had aches and pains in my body. My motivation was down. Everything in my life was falling apart. I want to say that I had to find some new information and some new ideas. I'm sharing some of them tonight. I don't expect you to take them all in, but just if anything inspires you tonight, just follow your inspiration, follow your bliss. I tell you, over the last 10 years, like I say, I used to rip my body apart in the gym. And, then I started to look at exercise and nutrition. I said, listen, exercise and nutrition is the key to health. Mindset, exercise, nutrition is the key to health. But not the type of exercise that I was doing. I started to look at what type of exercise is really perfect for ourselves. I started looking at the results. If you look at it, any kind of exercise that raises the oxygen in your body is going to increase your energy and performance, alkalize the body. It's going to increase your health markers. If you do exercise for any length of time, your cortisol, your stress hormones are going to go down. Your free fatty acids are going to go up. Your body fat's going to go up. The longer you move and breathe, the better you're going to get. Every single health marker will go up. Growth hormone, norepinephrine, epinephrine, free fatty acids, everything goes up with exercise. All of your health markers go up with exercise. And all of your hormone health markers go up with fasting. Two things that naturally restore your health markers. If you see the number of days without food, the longer I go without food, the more every single one of my healthy hormones goes up. And so just to see that, if I can start to combine fasting and exercise into my daily routine, into my lifestyle, that I'm connecting with nature, what's natural. And if I really think about it, we've been told we need to eat all these foods, multiple meals a day and all the rest. But is that how it used to always be? Is that really natural? In nature, really, before, we never used to eat every single day or 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. Sometimes we'd eat and then we wouldn't eat for days. So fasting is actually more natural than what's going on right now. I started to get holistic about my health. I stopped checking my health with my doctor and what was going on around me. And I started to take charge of my health from what was going on within me, from the things that I could control. I couldn't control what everyone was saying and doing around me. I could always control what was going on within me, how I nourished myself. I get triggers around me, but those triggers trigger something within me. I could adjust the feelings that I get within me rather than reacting to the circumstances that are around me. This is just fixing your life within yourself rather than trying to address your problems outside of yourself. It's a change of focus, it's a change of attention that changes our life, right? I learned some new ideas. I learned some natural health ideas, some naturopathy, some natural balance ideas. I recognize that, I'm the creator of my life. I took responsibility, accountability for myself and my life. And I recognize before health can come into my life, I'd have to start thinking about something healthy. As long as I keep worrying about my health, that I can't find my health that way any more than I can find my wealth or my love by worrying about money or worrying about my relationship. It was a change of mind that I needed. I had to learn the old paradigm, the original health, that, all things here in nature balance. This is natural. All things in nature balance, right? If you look at nature, if you do something imbalanced, or you put some chemicals or drugs into nature, it'll come out of balance. But if you take the chemicals and drugs out, it comes back into balance. Just recognize this. If you hold a broken bone still in a cast, it heals itself. All things here heal. And if I'm not healing, or if something in my body or life isn't healing, then just something has gotten out of alignment. Something has gotten out of mental, physical, emotional alignment. This is holistic alignment. I got to come back to the old paradigm of health. Like before we had allopathy 110 years ago, we used to have another science, a natural science. It was called naturopathy. And it was the rage at the time. And, at this time, about 110 years ago, that there was an investment made in the allopathic system, a financial investment, public by the Rockefeller and some other large financial investors, that made allopathy the most popular trend of the last 100 years, the science of allopathy. And the science of allopathy is what I want to say is a very masculine science, a very profit-driven science. It's a one-sided science. We have to see that balance is two. It's not just thoughts and words and right and wrong. It's both feeling and thinking. This is what everyone thinks about health, and this is what everyone says about health. But is it turning out to be healthy? Just look at the population. Body fat's rising, all sickness, all disease on the rise. Look at how we've been the last 2 years on lockdown, afraid of disease, that we are not getting healthier. To see that we are drifting from health. And the reason is because we've got some incorrect information about health. We're addressing our health from outside, and I want you to start addressing your health from the inside. And that's why I want you to step into your intuition, into your inner wisdom, into your higher self, into the feelings that you have inside of you. Come back to your inner power. Get empowered. Now, I'll tell you, over the last decade, I've been helping people with this natural, balanced approach to life, and I've seen a lot of people lose weight really quickly, just doing natural, balanced things, getting away from the split body part training and getting into like holistic training, full body training, physical, mental, emotional health. I've seen people lose weight quickly doing natural balancing things: thought, word, movement, breath, food, changing ourselves from our decisions, our actions, our habits, from our lifestyle. A new lifestyle. It was an unhealthy lifestyle that got us sick or made us gain weight. Well, I just need to create a new healthy new one in order to get healthy. I tell you, I saw some people lose some weight really, really quickly. I saw Mark lose 100 pounds in 6 months. I saw Melissa lose 120 pounds in 2 years. You know, I want to tell you that weight, weight loss, pain, disease, sickness, relationship problems, financial problems are really more to do with our beliefs, what we're thinking and believing about ourselves. You know, I've seen some people lose weight really, really quick when they were empowered with a new belief. And I've seen some people get stuck in some old thinking, believing, just believing that they can't lose weight, saying it, thinking that they can't lose weight. They say it to themselves and they believe that they can't lose weight. And so they can't. I want to tell you that weight loss, pain relief, healing fit disease is a change of mind. Like, you'd have to believe it before it could happen. You'd have to start thinking about it before it could happen. You have to put your mind toward it. I tell you, I saw a lady in her 60s lose 21 pounds in 30 days. A lot of the time I would have ladies come in and say, well, I'm female and I'm over 50. I can't lose weight. I can't lose weight fast. It's not fair. Men lose weight faster. Well, you know what? If you think and say and believe these things, then that's going to be your reality. You're setting that up. You make that. You believe that yourself. You create that for yourself. You put those limited beliefs upon yourself. We got to stretch ourselves to get something new. I want to introduce you to a new outlook today. I want to tell you a little bit about my old outlook that I changed over the last 10 years. I want to give you some new ideas, some new empowering ideas, and I want to give you a new support system, a new accountability system. I want to help you, lose your body fat, get lean, get motivated, get inspired, get energized, fix anything, detoxify anything that you have in your body or life. But I don't want to do it the same old way. I don't want to tell you it's about boosting your metabolism. I want to get away from this metabolism idea, this limited idea about burning calories. Like, let's get away from this idea entirely about fat being calories. It's not calories, it's toxins. And detoxification is how you get rid of your body fat. And detoxification has nothing to do with calories in and calories out. It's not about the calorie burn. It's this calorie burn idea that's got us stuck. It's that we've all been taught this calorie burn idea, that we've been taught this, these ideas about food, and food being about energy. And if I don't get enough energy, then I won't have enough energy. So we think like this. So if you think you don't have enough energy and you won't have enough energy and you won't be able to do it, then you'll never be able to do it. And so you end up failing. And so, before you even start, you fail. So what we need to have happen is we need to have a new experience so you can recognize something that is different is possible. We have to get out of what we know and we need to get into our possibility. We need to step into our imagination, our feminine, our feeling center. We need to rise our feelings or our vibrations or our frequency. We need to step into our best again. We need to embrace our best again. And it's not about calories. This idea of calories is holding us back. We need to get away from these small, limited ideas. These limited ideas are a part of the problem. We got to get back to original ideas. We have to see that the ideas that we're talking about with our health are only about 100 years old. That's all they are. And that people were healthy before the last 100 years. This information that's being shared with us right now, all the stuff that your mother, your father, your brother, your boss, your TV, all the stuff on the TV, all the stuff that we hear, all the stuff that we get in the mainstream, what everyone's thinking and saying and doing, what everyone's talking about. These ideas are 100 years old, supported by science, supported by profits, supported to make profits. It's all about dollars and cents. And I want to say, if you want to get healthy, we got to get away from being driven by dollars and cents. And we have to start getting driven by inner sense, common sense. And we got to get back to the original exercise. And we got to see that there was an original exercise and there was an original health that was here and people had and used and claimed before the last 100 years. There was physical movement every day, but it wasn't an annihilation. It wasn't this body part split training. It wasn't this Arnold Schwarzenegger approach to health. I tell you, the Arnold Schwarzenegger idea is only about 75 years old, and that people were healthy before that. That there was, Tai Chi and martial arts and yoga and Olympic lifting, and these things are thousands of years old. And that people were doing these things that increased our mobility and our range of motion and changed our mind and changed our focus and changed the breath inside of our body and inspired ourselves in the endocrine system and inspired ourselves in the brain neurotransmitters and inspired ourselves physiologically for the day. They opened ourselves up physically, mentally, emotionally, and brought us into our best energy for the day. And this is what health is, and this is what health is all about. But we've lost track of this, that we need to come back to this, the original health, right? It's not about killing yourself. It's really about getting a happy, healthy routine that you love. I want to tell you that health is about coming back into alignment. I came back into alignment over the last 10 years, and it didn't happen overnight. It happened through new ideas, new information, new nutrition, fasting, exercise, daily practice, lifestyle, habit, and like stretching, breathing. Like, have you ever tried to fix your forward head tilting posture or your curve in your spine and found that you stretch and you stretch and you stretch and it doesn't seem to get any better? I tell you, like, you can't force alignment into yourself. You have to allow alignment to happen to yourself. You have to restore balance in your body and life and allow it to come back into your life. You can't force health. You have to allow health. You have to do healthy things and watch your body, your mind, your spirit will come back into line. Your body will come back into line physically, mentally, and emotionally. Your digestion will fix. Your sleeping will fix. You'll get over your aches and pains. It'll all rebalance if you start to get back into a healthy lifestyle, a daily healthy ritual. So over the last 10 years, I have, been practicing some fasting, and I've been looking at fasting, and I've been looking at, what are the authentic nutrition? What is really the original nutrition? And I see that there's people here on the planet living on all meat, and I see there's people here living on the planet on all fruit. And I see that the difference between these two people is really what they think. And so it's a change of education or a change of mind that changes your possibilities. I tell you, I used to need all of this copious amounts of protein until I got a new understanding. And then I just didn't need it anymore. That my body rebalanced and I didn't need it anymore. As I looked at fasting and practiced fasting over the last decade and met people that fasted, and I met lots of people that have fasted for more than 3 months. And I met people that have, been 3 weeks without water. And I've met people that have been more than 3 minutes without air. And I want you to see, when you look at those things, you see it's the air that we're most dependent upon. It's really the air that determines our energy and our response within our body, how the body's performing. It's alkalinity. Disease can't grow in an alkaline-rich environment, in an oxygen-rich environment. We need to get away from this idea that we need to take protein and calories and it's about energy like this. No, we can tap into our own inner energy. The way that we can nourish ourselves from the way that we eat, we can nourish ourselves from the way that we think and the way that we speak. We can nourish ourselves from our breath, from our thoughts and our words and our actions. We can change our habits and we change ourselves and our lives this way. It's a new habit that's to get healthy. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. I learned about clean, healthy water. I looked into what is clean and healthy water. I recognized that, our water that we're drinking in the tap, it's fluoridated water. We got to get away from fluoridated water. We got to get away from drugs and chemicals to restore health. This is not how we bring our body back to health. We want to reduce the drugs and chemicals in our bodies in life. We need to get a water that's distilled, a water that has no drugs and chemicals in it. I started to look at the water cycle and I saw that there's 3 things about water that we must note. That natural water in nature is in a cycle. We really should try to drink our water that's in a cycle, a natural cycle. We want to try to create a natural cycle with our water. We want to get out of this forced tap water. A natural water cycle is evaporation, cooling, condensation, and then rain. That's the water cycle. And that's a natural distillation process. So clean water naturally is distilled. This is clean, natural water is distilled. And so water is in a cycle. Water is distilled and water is electromagnetic. So in my 7-day Kickstart, what I'm going to try to introduce you to tonight is a new system, is a new physical and wellness, health, mental, physical, emotional balancing system. It's a challenge. It's a health challenge that I want to introduce you to. I want to bring you, healthy water. I want you to use healthy water when you're working through it. If you're inspired to take this challenge, I want you to drink healthy water. So I'm just giving you some information about what healthy water is. Electromagnetic or electric water, you can make your water electric by cutting up fruits and putting it inside. You can put your water in a copper bowl. You could put your water in a hydrogen water machine, a hydrogen water bottle, invigorate your water, energize your water. It's electric. We are electric. We are electromagnetic. We are the energy of the sun, the light of the sun, the electricity of the sun, and the magnetism of the Mother Earth. The magnetism. It's the minerals of the earth. That's the mother, the earth mother. We need the minerals of the earth mother. We need the light, the electricity of the Father Sun, the light. It's photons of light and magnetic energy from the earth, the mother and the father together, that creates life. All right, that's electromagnetic energy, life force. So you see, in nature, the sun sends photons of light to the earth. The sun is a hydrogen reaction. It's a hydrogen ball. It sends a hydrogen light to the earth. The water is H2O, or hydrogen. H2O, hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen light inspires the hydrogen in the water to up level and share an electron. This is electromagnetic energy or atomic energy. This is life force. This is the first stage of photosynthesis. This is the beginning of life. This is electric water. This is structured water. It's the water that's in fruits and vegetables. See, the fruit, the tree, takes the light of the sun and captures it in the fruit and makes a fruit water, fluid, fruit juice, fructose, live fruit energy, raw juices from fruits, raw juices from vegetables, living electric waters, natural waters, heal and balance our body. Understanding that we're trying to get away from the macronutrients, from the calories, from the proteins and the fats. Okay, from this idea that I get my energy from food, that I'm physical, that I need this food to be nourished. Like, Not to say that you're not physical, but you're not only physical. And to think only physical is a limited idea. If I think I get only my calories from my food, well, then I'm thinking only physical. Well, no, I get my calories, I get my energy from within myself, from my thoughts and my words, from my inner decision, from micronutrition, from minerals, from vitamins and minerals, which I get from fruits and vegetables, not from calories, from live atomic energy or an electron that spins around a proton. That's atomic energy. That's not caloric energy. You see, we're stuck on this caloric energy, and there is an atomic energy or a universal energy or an infinite energy that's within us, that's available to us in any single moment. It's about being in the moment. It's about practicing the moment. It's about coming out of the limited ideas in the moment and getting some new ones, some broken ideas that hold us trapped. Protein, for instance. Just look at this protein idea really quickly. Try to just blast some quick ideas at you. We all think we need this protein. If you really look at it, protein, when digested, it breaks down into amino acids. It breaks down into amino acids, and amino acids, you can find all your amino acids in your fruits and vegetables. Except when you look at the fruits and vegetables, you see there's no protein there. So you think, oh, well, I don't get my protein from my fruits and vegetables, but you get your amino acids there. It's to see that all my amino acids are actually in my fruits and vegetables. Like, it's not about eliminating protein, but I don't need to be so focused on getting protein at every single meal. Like, I was stuck on this idea. We got this idea, sugars are bad. Now I want to change that idea a little bit. It's not sugars are bad. I want you to see it's dead sugar that's bad. I want you to see the difference between glucose and fructose. It's microscopic, the difference between these two molecules. But if we eat fructose instead of glucose, it makes all the difference in our health. Fructose is natural living sugar. We need natural living sugar or energetic sugar or living foods, fruits and vegetables that are alive, juices that are alive. We need to get out of this idea maybe that we're omnivorous. Yeah, we are living omnivorously, but that doesn't mean that's how we've always been. Just because we're doing it that way, the last 12,000 years in civilization, we've been eating bread. Before that, we never used to cook fields of wheat and pull it in and make bread. We made flour. We put flour from the wheat on the shelf. The flour can stay on the shelf for the whole winter. It just made it more profitable to live on bread than it did to live on fruits and vegetables, because fruits and vegetables went bad in a week or two. It's just socioeconomically better for us to eat glucose. And so we started eating glucose, and the fruits and vegetable marketers went out of business because they couldn't keep up with the prices of the bread companies and the fast foods. Like, it just got outpriced. Profit won. Dollars and cents won. And that's how come we started eating omnivorously. We've been eating omnivorously because it's cost effective. This has happened over the last 10,000 years, and now everyone's doing it, and we think that's how we're supposed to be. That's not how we're necessarily supposed to be. That's just how we are. That doesn't mean that's how we're supposed to be. It's just really to understand that there's another possibility here. To see that if you look at the teeth, the carnivore, the omnivore, the herbivore, the frugivore, you start to see, hey, maybe we're eating the wrong foods. And maybe that's at the root of our health problems. And maybe if we change our food and we change what we're thinking and saying and doing, that something different can happen. I want to tell you about the pH scale. I've just got a 10 minutes left here. And I want to tell you that the pH scale, it stands for potential hydrogen. pH, potential hydrogen. This is the potential for hydrogen to up level from H2O or water to H3O. This is the electric potential of hydrogen. And you've got hydrogen inside of you, water inside of you. You're made of water. The earth's made of water. You're made of water. Your water is your consciousness. And every thought that you think is put into your water through your cells, through your nervous system, through your spinal cord, to every single cell of your body. What you're thinking and saying and doing is moving out into your body and creating your health or your disease right now. You can change your potential for hydrogen, up level your hydrogen from H2 to H3. You can change it yourself just by making your body at the right pH. If you create the right state, the right alkalinity within your cells, you can change your pH. You can change your energy. You can change your electromagnetic energy. You can rise your energy. I want to tell you, your pH scale, this 7, this is distilled water. It's built on distilled water. 7 is distilled water. And more alkaline is the higher number to 14, and less alkaline is 0. That's more acidic. Dead foods are more acidic. Death is a decomposition process. When we're dying, the body's decomposing. It's coming into the earth. It's breaking down. This is the breaking down process. That's the acidity process, the alkaline process, the building process, or the creative process. If you want to create health, if you want to get creative in your life, if you want to create love and joy and happiness, we want to get alkaline with our body and life, with our thoughts, with our words, and with our actions. This is a change of thought, process, habit, behavior. This is a new approach to your life. This is a holistic approach to your life. I want to introduce you to something new tonight. I want you to introduce you to middle-aged health. If you're over 35, if you're over 40, if you're showing any signs of health or disease, some loss of health from gaining weight, losing motivation, inspiration, having sleep problems, digestive problems, headaches, if you're having any kind of problems with your sickness, illness, or disease, we got to get you moving more and getting more of your energy from your food and from your thoughts and words and eating less. Your body can't process the food it used to. And if you just start to move to more live food, you're going to eat less. Your body will just balance naturally, not overnight, but naturally in time, it'll happen. If you just start thinking about things that make you more happy, you think and speak about happy things on a daily basis, you take positive, healthy action. This is what I'm talking about. Taking charge of your health. This is my new 7-day KickStart. This is the program I want to introduce you to. It's an idea. It's about, me getting some more accountability from all of you and me giving something more to my life. I learned that, we get what we give to life. And if I want to get more out of my life, I got to give more to my life. So this is what I've decided to do. I want to make myself accountable. I want to give and share what I've learned and grow from it by making myself accountable. I want to introduce to you my 7-day KickStart. And I want to tell you that this is what I want to do. I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to go for your best health for 7 days. I want you to commit to me. I want you to commit to spend time with me for 7 days. I'll commit to spend time with you. 30 minutes a day. Here's my schedule. I'm going to make myself available to do 30 minutes of exercise, health and wellness, mindset, nutrition, movement, breath, intention, visualization. I want to bring it all together, help you bring it all together. I'm going to be available at these times for 30 minutes a day. On Sunday at 11, I'm going to be available for an hour. I want you to tune in for 30 minutes of health with me every single day for 7 days. This is my 7-day health challenge. Tune in and do 30 minutes of health with me. This same Zoom link, just tune in just like this. We'll be in the studio and we'll just have a couple of dumbbells and we'll just do a little bit of exercise. All you need is a couple of 5-pound dumbbells or 8-pound dumbbells or 10-pound dumbbells, a couple of dumbbells to get you started. If you got that medicine ball or that barbell or broom handle, that's great. You don't have to have it. If you got the Swiss ball, the big yoga ball, awesome. But if you don't have it, we can just work on a mat. Just tune in. Just bring yourself. Just bring your intentions. Just bring your best intentions that you want to get healthy and you want to go 7 days and you want to be with a coach and you want to be accountable and you want to work on your best and you want to get up every day and you want to think and speak about your best, and you want to visualize your best every single day while you breathe. Join in. I want to do this next month. I want to do this all month. I want to make myself available for that schedule. And I want you to tune in for 30 minutes of fitness. I want to see 3 to 5 people, if they want, to join in each week. So the first 3 to 5 people will join in each week, and I'll just get 3 to 5 people hopefully started each week with what I'm going to call is accountability and natural health. And I want to do this for my first month and make myself accountable for 30 days so that I'm working on it and you're working on it and we're working on it together. I want to combine the movement with some healthy nutrition. I want to combine it with some detoxification nutrition. I want to give you a detoxification diet. I want to give you a live food diet. I want to give you some fruits and vegetable diet, some raw juicing diet. I want to talk to you about it. I want to meet with you and talk to you about all of it. I want to show you how to do it for yourself. I want to do a private conversation with everyone that wants to do it. I want to see 3 to 5 people each week get started. I like to do a personal chat time with each person and introduce the 4-day detox to them. Spend 30 minutes, talk about the nutrition. I like to do a physical assessment with everyone, 30 minutes to do a physical assessment. It's 21 movements I want to introduce you to. They're the foundation of the program, the fitness and wellness program, 21 movements, a detoxification nutrition plan, 7 days with a coach, and focusing on your mindset, coming into the energy, the light within you, getting the light from the energy around you, getting the light from the energy within you, restarting the spark within you with your own solar plexus, with your own decision, with your own interaction, with your own intention, with your own imagination, with your inner wisdom, sparking it for yourself, with your breath, with meditation, with mindfulness, with accountability. Getting started. If you like any of the things that I'm talking about today, if any of this inspires you and you'd like to get started, I want to start this next month. I'd like to get people started next month. I'd like to get people started with this physical and mental wellness. If you feel inspired that you'd like to get some help, you'd like to get some accountability, you'd like to get some motivation, you'd like to get some daily inspiration, you'd like to join into a group, you'd like to be a part of John's program, you'd like to learn along with John, you'd like to feel this experience for yourself and see if this makes a difference in your life, have the experience, try it for 7 days. If you like it, what if I like it? If you like the 7-day challenge, this is what I want to say. If you like it and you want to keep going, I'm not going to charge you $5.99. If you came into my private training studio and you wanted to work with me privately, one-on-one, I would say for the first 6 weeks, let's get started. It would be $5.99. I'm probably going to sell this 6 weeks to success program for $2.99. But for the first month, for this kickoff month, I want to sell it to you for $1.99. If you like this 7-day trial, if you like this challenge, if you like this physical, mental, and emotional challenge that I give you, then I want you to take my course. It's a 6-week course. It's a video recorded course. It's got 24 workouts in it, movement, breath, nutrition. It's lots of information. It's going to teach you this stuff, because it takes a little bit of time to learn this stuff. So if you like it, grab the course for $1.99. If you like it, join in and stay with it. If you just want to do the 7 days, that's fine too. No commitment. I'm just giving something more to my life. This is what I'm all about. If you like what you've heard, anything tonight that you like, all I want you to do is just reach out to me. Send me an email, john@highandfitness.com, or text me, or send me a personal message or a direct message, or join into my Telegram chat, or go onto my website, send me an email, send me a personal message. Just send me a personal message. The first 3-5 people that sign up, I'll try to get them started for the first week of May. And what I want to do to get you started is I want to meet you for a 30-minute physical assessment. I want to go over 21 movements with you. I want to see where you're at with those. And then I want to give you my nutrition plan and talk about that. I want to spend 30 minutes doing that. So 2 30-minute introductory calls, moments. If you want to get started, send me a message today or tomorrow or anytime. and we'll get you started as soon as I hear from you. The first ones to get registered, we'll start there. If anyone has any questions at all, I would really be happy to answer anybody's questions. And if you haven't got any questions, that's okay too. I don't want to keep anyone beyond any longer than they want to. I'm here for you, and I turn it over to you all. Thank you for joining. If you like this, if you feel like you want some friends to join in with you, I'm going to share this recording with you. You could share this recording with your friends. You could do this with a friend if you like. If you've got a friend that might be interested in doing this, we can do this all together. If you have any questions, please let me know. I want to learn. I want to grow from you. Please unmute. Ask me any questions if you have any. Can be about my program or something totally independent if you like.
Hey, John, can you hear me?
Yeah, brother, I can.
Okay, yeah, I actually had two questions. Should I just ask them both?
Yeah, go ahead. One at a
Okay.
time. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the first one was about mindset, like how
Yeah.
you're talking about mindset and changing that paradigm and believing in yourself and stuff. And so, like for me, it took pretty much like a near-death experience to get me to open my eyes and to change that. And I still go back and forth often. I was wondering if you have like practical exercises for the mindset for people who are trying to change that.
Yes,
And
I
then the
have
second,
practical exercises, and we do them every single day. We think about them, we say them, we're mindful, we're practicing all of these things. This is all a part of the program. And for 7 days, you'll be doing that in the program with me, and you'll see and feel the effect of that. And so you'll have the experience and see what difference it makes for you. So yes, yes, mindfulness, meditation, breath work, daily affirmative dialogue. Yes, speaking about these things every single day, getting into this energy every single day. This is what it's about, brother. Practicing these things daily. Yes, we flip flop back and forth, but you know what's to really recommit to yourself every single day. This is how the commitment builds inside of ourselves. Have you got another question?
I did, yeah. It's about enemas. I'm wondering, what do you know? Like, are they good? Like, why are they good? And how to do them?
Yes, you know what? The enema is not a bad thing at all. A lot of people have a false impression about this, that this is a bad thing. It's about elimination. It's about elimination of waste. And detoxification is about elimination of waste. And the nutrition and health that we know is about attaining things like getting protein, getting vitamins, getting minerals. So nutrition and health that we know is about getting. And detoxification is about eliminating. These are oppositional things. So if you're talking about the current health paradigm, which is making everyone sick, overweight, unhealthy, then you just keep on doing that. The elimination plan, the detoxification plan, that does sometimes involve enema. Like I would encourage it, but you don't have to do these things. Again, it's inspiration. If something inspires you, go that way. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. It's not for you. Like not everything that we say tonight is going to be for everybody here. Is there any other question, brother? Have I handled that question properly for you?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, thank you, John. I enjoyed your talk tonight, and I really appreciate you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you as well.
All right.
If there aren't any other questions tonight, then I'm going to end our presentation tonight, and I'll invite anyone if you'd like to just send me a message if you found interest or inspiration by any of these things, and if you'd like to get started with a 7-day health challenge. I'd love to help you get started in May. It's going to be my very first month. I look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks so much for coming out tonight and joining us. I appreciate you. Thanks so much.